The witches' camp in Bonyase community was established centuries ago to provide homes for women who have been accused of witchcraft and banished by their own families and communities. The banished women, usually between 60 to 70 years, have to live with their children and grandchildren in camp. However, as part of the effort to end human rights abuses associated with witchcraft, the government, through the Ministry of Gender, Children, Social Protection, Chieftaincy, Traditional Affairs, have closed down the Bonyase witches camp and reintegrated the women into their various communities. The Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Nana Oyelita, says this is to make sure the inmates live in a conducive environment in their camps.
Most of the women complained about the very poor living conditions. Now, the interventions are three-pronged to ensure that the women, the inmates in the witch camps, live in more comfortable conditions in terms of the shelter, in terms of health and others. The second is the reintegration, and then the third is the disbandment. So we cannot overnight disband all the witch camps. So what the First Lady is doing is, because Gambaga is one of the biggest witch camps, providing alternate shelter for the women there to make sure that they do not live in deplorable conditions. So as and when the Gambaga is disbanded, then that will be no more.
The Deputy Country Director for Action Aid Ghana, Sani Yakubu, mentioned that the youth will be sensitized to champion the campaign since they have a critical role to play in the reintegration and the disbandment of the witches' camp.
What we are learning from these processes is to bring many other more people on board, especially the youth. The youth are playing a very critical role as far as this process is concerned, and that is why for Action Aid, from next year, we are having a key result area in our strategy, which is going to address youth, to ensure that we use youth, and we work with youth as agents of change. We work with youth to drive the development agenda of the communities in which they represent.
The chairman for the disbandment, Dr. Zakaria, called on civil society organizations to support the campaign for the disbandment and the reintegration of women in communities. From Central Gonja, Noah Nash for Versa One News.